the one thing we do here is make sure that Carl's in shape, and he's, you know, he's in tremendous condition. He's worked extremely hard and he's put everything into this, and you know, there is the obvious thing about complacency, but he's very switched on. He knows Kiko's here to win. He's very vengeful. He said some pretty nasty things. He really wants to redeem himself by beating Frampton up. So Carl knows he's got to be in 100% in shape and in condition, and he knows this was going to be intense and pacey, and we know what Kiko's going to bring, and he's going to be confident, probably more confident than he was the last time, the fact that he's won the world title. But in the back of his mind, he must know that the only guy that's ever knocked him out or really hurt him was Carl Frampton, and you know, we also know that too. So Carl is calm and fairly phlegmatic and as normal, but has got himself into phenomenal shape. So he's in incredible condition.
We've seen the last couple of fights, Carl in the best shape of his life, but he just seems to get better and better. How does that happen?
I think it's just because you know, if you delineate training programs and actually break them down and compare them with the last time, what weight he's lifting, how much he's pushing bench press, what he's pushing above his head, what he's squatting, deadlifting, and all of that sort of stuff, you can see the you know, the minuscule improvements, but they haven't been minuscule. They've been significant, and he's getting stronger and bigger and leaner. That's the thing. That's the most amazing thing. You know, he's doing chin-ups with 45 kilos. It's phenomenal. I mean, he's a very, very strong kid. He's, you know, naturally strong anyway, but you know, that's one rep, by the way. So he's in great shape, and he's done. We've tried to cover every angle. You know, you can't cover everything, but we've done every possible and considered every foreseeable tactic that Kiko's going to bring. And you know, we can't. You know, the bottom line is Kiko can't convert into someone like Sugar Ray Robinson or Sugar Ray Leonard. He's a marauding, walking forward fighter. So that's what we're going to get. It's either flat out or slightly less than flat out.
Do you think this one is going to go the full distance, or do you see a stoppage?
It may well go the full distance, and I don't think we're going to predict anything. What we are going to predict more than anything else is a win, and Carl is in the best shape. If he has to fight flat out for 12 rounds, he'll fight flat out for 12 rounds, and if it's going to be pacey and considerate, he'll do that as well. He's very good at that. He's very good at boxing off the back foot. He'll come forward if necessary. We saw against Cazares, and to a certain extent Paradis, if he has to take it to his opponent, he can do that. And you know, you saw what he done with Cazares. But this guy's a much better fighter than Cazares or Paradis. We know that, and it's given Carl the hardest fight of his career so far, and we're expecting an equally hard one on the 6th of September.
You have been there and done it. I suppose Belfast has been waiting for this since your time, really, Barry, so it's very exciting back in Belfast. Yeah. But what advice can you pass on to Carl, having been through this?
Well, it's in no way being disparaging to any of the fighters that have come after me, because there's been some amazing fighters. I don't want to go into naming them because I'll forget one or two and they'll be upset. But there've been some amazing fighters since my time, and but I don't think anybody has quite caught the imagination the way Carl has. He goes over all sports. He goes to the casual fan. Everybody knows his name, and he's a really tremendous fighter. And I think the big thing in Belfast is that they're discerning boxing fans. It's like everybody is an aficionado. They know their boxing, and they wouldn't get behind him if he wasn't a good fighter. So that's the bottom line. But also, he's a nice kid, and he's a crossover kid in the sense that people outside of boxing, like I've just mentioned, like to follow him. He's comes from a mixed marriage. We don't talk about that these days, and we hope we won't ever have to talk about it again. But it's something there. It's real. And it's factual, and he's been able to bridge the gap there as well, and bring, he's admired and really in whether it's the Falls Road or the Shankill Road, everybody loves him. And but you know, we've a real job of work to do on the 6th of September. This guy will come reinvigorated, really wanting to win, and you know, all I can do is pass on the little bits of advice, but it's not something I can do in 5 minutes. You know, we've spent 4.5 years with Carl, slowly trying to change him and alter him in many different ways, but he's a bright kid, fundamentally bright and hugely talented, and it's just trying to bring the best out of him all the time, bring the best out of him. New experience, different level, you move up, and it's been a snowball, and it's growing gradually. He's very calm, so the pressure, it won't get to him, and he just knows what he has to do. He's fought this guy before, he knows he's in for a hell of a fight, and we've prepared for that.